Where do I start? I was not born and raised in Canada, as you can probably tell from my accent. So we came here 2003, the day before the big blackout. It's been a really positive transition, and I know that that isn't necessarily the experience for a lot of immigrants to Canada. So for many years I had worked in the non-profit sector. Prior to that, I had been the equivalent of a child protection, well, you call it CAS here, but in England I was a child protection social worker. And I enjoyed each of those roles, but I felt that I wanted to have a different impact. I wanted to be in a bigger system where the system has presented challenges for Black students, and I was just drawn to education because it's huge and its impact is huge, and relatively recently transitioned to the school board mid-pandemic, September 2020, which was interesting. It changed the landscape of social work in so many ways, as it changed the landscape of everything. I lead with my passion. I've always felt that the work that we do is really important, that people feel supported, and that people know that there's somewhere they can go if they need help. I think it's as simple as that. I also will offer support to families by way of connecting them to resources, being that listening ear if they have some challenges within the system and they're seeking to navigate or advocate on behalf of their student. Because when these incidents occur, it's hard on everyone. It's hard on the student for sure, but it's also hard on staff knowing, how do I support the student effectively? What do we do? How do I ensure that I'm not causing more harm? So thankfully, just this year, the role was expanded so that I can cover two areas and Tracy can focus on the north and the east. People are recognizing the important resource that is available within the school board and they're utilizing it. And I see from the students that I have the good fortune to work with on a daily basis, I see the impact and I see a shift, I see changes, confidence, increases in confidence, self-belief. This June is very special to our family because all three of our children are graduating. So super proud, and knowing how that feels for me as a parent, knowing how that feels for them as students who've successfully navigated higher education and high school, I really want that for the parents that I'm connected to, for the students especially, to know what that kind of success feels like, because the capability is there. It just needs to be nurtured and supported. I want every parent to feel as proud as I do right now, knowing that that's on the horizon. Black excellence is a real opportunity, and I'm glad that the board hasn't missed this opportunity, because there are so many people. As I'm traveling around the region, I'm coming into contact with so many staff members and students who are just amazing. And having this Black Excellence series, it creates an opportunity for people to be able to see examples of success, I guess, you know, and know that as a student you can aspire to that and achieve it, you know, just to encourage. I think that's the important piece that this Black Excellence program does. It encourages students to see their own potential and to reach for it as well.